Everything has been swell. A first date in New York. You asked the proper questions. You used the proper fork. You looked into my eyes. You were calm, polite, composed. You even bypassed my pet peeve and chewed with your mouth closed. We paid the check. I walked you home. We said goodnight, and then you asked me the big question: would I like to see you again? Well, I shouldn't make a date without my book in front of me, 'cause I'm always double booking, which can cause catastrophe. And although it's never personal but merely oversight, I've ticked off many friends and with my mother had a fight about my irresponsibility and how it's downright rude to be so absent-minded and so such ingratitude as to not remember who and when and where I'd said I'd be. But my mother is impossible and somehow doesn't see that it's simply lack of focus or there's too much on my mind, so that little things like names and dates get somehow left behind in some file I cannot access in some corner of my brain. But I didn't mean to bring mom up or stand here and complain, for the simple point I'm trying to make, despite the time it took, is that I really can't do anything without my frickin' book. And I guess that we would be remiss to not pay some attention to the simple fact that both of us are busy. Did I mention that I take a class in pottery and practical philosophy, which mother finds indulgent, but it's just my curiosity about the world around me. So that means without a doubt that Thursday nights and Friday afternoons are simply out. And I'm sure you've got your conflicts and appointments you must keep. And then there's all the normal stuff like laundry, food, and sleep. Not to say that it's impossible and far from insurmountable. It's just that as two kids we must always be accountable for all these little details and demands upon our time, which can really seem ridiculous and make the uphill climb of our day-to-day existence like a race that can't be won. And all but just eliminate the time for any fun. And I probably should mention, although maybe it's too soon, that I tend to be a little shy and hide in my cocoon. I really am the quiet type in what you call a fashion, for the physical affection for the one I date is rationed out in small amounts and over time it takes a while to bloom. And moving on to second base takes time, so don't assume that the speed of my libido has a thing to do with you. It's really just some Catholic crap that I'm still working through. And then there's a big question which is open for debate of whether I'm in any frame of mind to even date. I mean, is it too soon after the last misadventure to put myself through that kind of assorted mess again? Sure, they say that time is healing, and I truly feel, of course, when one falls off, the best advice is jump back on the horse. But the wounds are deep and so to heal, even though I try. I sometimes feel I'm meant to be the bridesmaid, not the bride. Oh my God, I must be swimming in some red wine sort of haze. I'm resorting now to metaphors and tired old cliches. You really must forgive me, for it's far from illustrative of the normal sort of guy I am, who's smart and so creative. But this rambling's got to cease, for I'm sure you must be weary of this seemingly ridiculous avoidance of your query. So I guess the simple truth, which defies our comprehension, is there was a simple path to take in this prolonged invention. When you asked me for another date, which caused me to digress, I should have gotten to the point and simply answered no.